Alright, welcome to today's alignments where we're talking about today's maze and the haze the sun is putting up over our vision through this day. So, without further ado, let's talk about the actual planets that these energetic influences will be highlighting and how we can deal with them and engage with them and live on the right side of the energy today. So, off the bat, we know it's still a Gregorian Saturn day because it's Saturday. This is the day where you're supposed to chill out, just kind of be, sort of plan out what'll actually support you, plan out what you want, and sort of get yourself ready for tomorrow, Sunday, the day where you're actually illuminating the light of what you've been working on throughout the week, and basically the day where you set the intention for how you want that week to go. Now, on the solar side of things, the haze that we'll be putting up over our eyes will begin for the actual Gregorian calendar day. It will begin in Mercury, according to Eastern Standard Time. But with this mercurial influence, this is what will sort of make you think about what you did on the previous day, which was Venus Day. The day where it had a Mars and Venus conjunction. So not only were you just acting on whatever you appreciated and thinking about like, oh crap, man, I want to do this, Now it's sort of like where you're just switching over to the side of, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have sent that scandalous picture. That's not really a good look if I'm trying to, build my company and that's just coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to just, get too stoned or get too drunk and just, like, wake up the next day being like, man, I haven't worked on jack shit regarding my actual status in life and what's going to support me in the future. I don't want to be like that. This is sort of the vibe of the morning of Saturday because Mercury's not going to let you go. It's going to be kind because it's still in the later degrees of Libra. It's still going to be relatable to you so you can actually be calm and sort of just explain to people what the problem is, but that little part that's sort of dipping into Scorpio is going to make you go deep and possibly through a transformation experience regarding how you sort of relate these problems to yourself, especially with Saturn being in retrograde, Now, we'll talk about why a little bit later. You'll have a little bit of leeway, but you'll have a little bit of leeway. Nonetheless, what this actual morning vibe is actually going to do for you is it's going to make you think, how can I focus on how I see reality? How can I make this better? How can I actually support myself regarding what the fuck I just did, And that's just the vibe of the morning. We had a whole part 1 about this video, so let's get into part 2. So now after noon Eastern Standard Time, it's sort of getting into the Jupiterian influences where we're going to expand whatever we were thinking on and vibrating on previously. So this is where it's going to get, it could go left, it could go right, you just got to make sure you're on the side you want to experience, If you want to experience just randomness and complete chaos, think up a storm in the morning, see what happens, You're going to expand into that, and Jupiter is going to be pointing you towards the status and structure that it'll actually lead you to, which is what Saturn is at home at and what it wants you to do. However, Jupiter doesn't like doing that, so you're not going to want to expand into this status stuff. You're not going to want to expand into multiple perspectives on how what you actually did will make you look. You get what I'm saying here? Like, Jupiter will make you not have really a good look for the rest of the day if you're on the wrong side regarding how you see it, Because I'm not exactly speaking in directs here. This is all energy talk. This is all influence talk. This is all feeling talk. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that has to deal with the shape and form. So just think about what you're going to be expanding into because you're going to make a support system out of it. And if you're actually working on the side with the planets and thinking about how you can actually expand on your own status, work on your own business, work on your own structure system to support you throughout the later parts of life and make you sort of live in reality, that'll be beneficial for you. Just create the shape and form. And if you haven't, today's a good day to start. So just get on it, man. But, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Saturn's retrograde in about 25 degrees Capricorn. If you want me to get real specific with it, the star it's angling is Terebellum. Terebellum is definitely the shiesty side of freaking Capricorn because, it deals with a lot of, basically just breaking structure. It has a sort of, Saturn-Venus influence, so this is the side of Capricorn that will definitely lean towards the exaltation, which is in Mars, and just acting on what it wants to do. So it'll go very deep and just be like, I want to do this, I appreciate this. And it'll kind of play on the exaltation that Capricorn actually has in Mars because it's later degrees. But it's actually retrograde. So this will be past ways of breaking the mold and just acting on whatever. Past ways of possibly cheating on somebody and getting a little seductive and sort of having that bite you in the ass. This is what Terebellum will bring for you if you're on the negative side of it. The good side is if you like feel like you want to get a new status and you want to like bust your ass up out of like some mental jail or an actual prison, if you're actually in there for that matter, it'll be helpful for that. But other than that, Terrabellum, it's a sorry to go on an aside about this. I was just asking if you guys wanted me to go deep on something and actually, sort of spruce up the daily alignments and actually show some things and show some vibrations that you can ride that'll be beneficial to you. But anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Anyways, thanks for following today's maze and the haze the sun is putting over this maze today. Peace.